everybody, how's it going? My name is Zachary Hall, otherwise known as the Arkansas Storm Tracker, and I wanted to bring you an Arkansas Weather Network winter storm update here on the YouTube channel. This is going to be all about the winter storm that is going to impact our area Friday through Sunday. I've got a lot that I want to discuss with you. I'm going to go through the Futurecast timing with you, all the good stuff, and of course, the Arkansas Weather Network official forecast as far as snow totals, ice totals, sleet, and so on. So first of all, we'll go over the Futurecast together. This is what everyone's wondering, when it's going to move in, how long is it going to be here, how intense is this going to be? And as we roll through Friday, I think for the most part, Friday is going to be okay for many of you through a large part of the day. But as we go through Friday afternoon, you'll start to see these bands of precipitation moving into southwest Arkansas, probably after the 4, 5, 6 o'clock hour. This has 7 o'clock. Maybe that's a little late, but later in the day is the theme. And as we go through Friday evening, this will become more and more widespread on Friday night. If you have plans to travel on Friday night late, let's say you're coming back from a scheduled ball game if it doesn't get canceled or an event of some kind, you need to understand that travel could be very rough on Friday night across a large part of the state. And if for some reason by midnight or 1 a.m. you still don't have anything, you will eventually have snow, sleet, or freezing rain at some point overnight into Saturday morning. So the pink on this is more representative of ice, so freezing rain or sleet. And the blue is the model trying to depict some snow. There's going to be a line here along I-40 and north where it's going to be more snow and sleet than freezing rain, and then freezing rain probably south of Little Rock. So it's tough to distinguish by looking at this one model, but this does give us somewhat of an idea. This will go through Saturday. By Saturday afternoon, guys, we are still rocking and rolling with snow, freezing rain, and sleet across most, if not the entire state. There could be some periodic breaks here and there, but it's certainly not going to end on Saturday afternoon and move out of here. We're going to deal with this on Saturday afternoon, Saturday night. If you have plans to go to the Razorback game in Fayetteville Saturday, Arkansas and LSU, if that doesn't get canceled, please understand that travel could be very, very hazardous trying to get to Fayetteville. As we go through overnight Saturday and into Sunday, we're still going with freezing rain and sleet possible across a large chunk of Arkansas, and snow ongoing across a large part of Arkansas as well. By Sunday morning, we're trying to work this system off to the east, and we're trying to clear out, but we are not completely cleared out, that's for sure. But as we go through Sunday, we try to get closer to lunch, maybe some lingering flurries and snow showers, but temperatures will be very cold on Sunday afternoon, staying in the teens and 20s. Anything that falls from this winter storm is certainly not going anywhere on Sunday, probably Monday either. Roadway conditions will be very hazardous Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and probably Monday morning as well. Moving on to the official Arkansas Weather Network forecast. I know it looks like a lot on this graphic, and I'll explain it with you. We went with some different color shadings and some labels. We'll start across North Arkansas first. Dark purple here, we're thinking heavier snow totals, probably a foot or more across a large chunk of this part of Arkansas. So north of Russellville, north of Fort Smith, north of Searcy, in our 2 or 3 top rows of counties. And we have a dark blue shading here from Fort Smith to Russellville over to Searcy and up to Jonesboro. Probably in that 6-inch to foot maxima as far as snow totals. I know that's a pretty wide gap, but we're just not real sure how much sleet is going to cut into those totals. Regardless, you're going to get a lot of something and probably quite a bit of sleet and a lot of snow with maybe a little bit of ice mixing into some freezing rain. Then next we have what I like to call the battle zone from Mena, Hot Springs, Little Rock, Stuttgart, and over to Wynne. Freezing rain possible in this area, up to a 1/4 inch, so quite a bit of freezing rain accumulation. And then we move on, we'll probably round out with sleet and snow, or maybe it's more sleet than freezing rain. There's some question marks there. That's why we went with this kind of hybrid zone. And that could round out to 3 to 6 inches worth of sleet and snow. So it could be kind of a smorgasbord, freezing rain, sleet, and snow before this system moves out of there. Regardless, hazardous travel, likely closures and whatnot like everywhere else. And then in South Arkansas, DeQueen, Arkadelphia, Texarkana, Camden, Monticello, and so on. Freezing rain, likely the predominant precipitation type with 1/2 inch up to 1.5 inches of freezing rain possible along with some sleet. We're not 100% sure how much freezing rain and sleet, the ratio, what that's going to be, but I do feel like just a hunch that it's going to be more freezing rain than anything at this time. Obviously, if you're in South Arkansas, hopefully you're watching this on Wednesday. If you're watching it on Thursday, you still have time. You need to be prepping for an ice storm because an ice storm is very possible in southern Arkansas. And it's going to be very cold during and after this system. So don't anticipate it to just magically warm up on Sunday or Monday when this system clears out. If you do become without power during the storm, have a plan ready to go to keep you and your family warm while this storm is ongoing. Obviously, There could be some forecast changes here. We've only updated our forecast map one time. We updated it since yesterday, and we will update it again if necessary. So be sure to stay tuned to all of our social media pages. Myself, Zachary Hall, meteorologist Blaise Thomas, and meteorologist James Bryant. We will keep you updated and up to speed. Thank you guys so much for watching this YouTube video, and we'll have more for you here over the next few days as we continue to update for this winter storm.